Hey everyone, I'm Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, and what we have today is probably one of the accessories that I have been most excited about installing in my Gladiator in a very long time. I guess the last thing I was like this excited about was probably my Intrepid tent, but especially from an interior standpoint, I'm super pumped about this. What we have here is a interior overhead Molle plate. It is from Epic Adventure Outfitters, and it is the Crow Molle system. We saw this first at Overland Expo Pacific Northwest, hung out with the guys at Epic Adventure Outfitters, and absolutely loved what they did with this design. I've been looking for one of these for a while and just haven't found one that checked off all the boxes, but this one does. Most of the ones, they're either made out of steel, and they're heavy. This is a very lightweight, they call it an aluminum composite. It's actually designed to be very lightweight, but also kind of blocks heat absorption somehow. So if this is, in your Jeep and it's really hot, like today, the high today here at home is 98 degrees and stupid humid. So I'm gonna go through a couple shirts in this install. So just be warned, there will be t-shirt changes as I go through this because I'm about to start sweating big time. So as this is, sitting in a parking lot all day, maybe while you're at work or something, and you come out, most of these, you touch them and they're gonna be really, really hot. And this is supposed to not be, apparently. So we'll see. It's also designed to be very tight, flush mounted inside your Jeep. A lot of the other ones will hang down from the roof, and if you're tall like I am, I'm 6'1", you're off-roading, you actually can bang your head on other Molle panels. So this is designed to be very tight and flush fitting, and we'll see. And they've also designed this so that it's not just straight Molle holes. It's got these other slots here too, along the side, along the edges here, so that you can put just about any type of mounting accessory, from Bullet Point, 67 Designs, Ram Mount, a bunch of other ones out there, and have the appropriate holes and spacing to be able to mount pretty much whatever you want to up here. I'm excited to see what all I'm able to mount and kind of move up there within easy grasp. Another great feature with this one is it is designed to work with all factory top options. So we've got hard tops on our Gladiators. We've actually got two of these, one for each. But if you have a soft top, this is designed to work with that. If you have the Sky One Touch, this works with that. If you have the Best Rider, what's it called? The Sunrider top for your hard top, this designs to work with that as well. Depending on your top configuration, you may have additional Molle options, Molle plating here and here, and you get slightly different hardware depending on what top you have, because the hard top already has some holes and screws in certain locations that the soft top doesn't have, so you get the appropriate hardware for whichever top you got. And Epic already has some accessories lined out for this. One is the Baja Designs, I think they call it a map light, I think. But it's a red LED, kind of a dome light in there. I'm going to mount that right here front and center in mine, right here in the middle. And they've also got this USB charging hub. So you've got a USB-A and a USB-C here. I think I'm going to put that probably over here on what is the passenger side, so that I can, easily, depending on what I've got up there, maybe a handheld radio, I could charge it. Just all kinds of options that I'm sure that I will get to figure out as I go along. But they've got actually a USB charging hub for this, which I think is brilliant. And they've got these pouches. This is the pouch kit. And so it actually comes with two patches, a large and a small. In here comes some mini patches, Epic patch, Story Till Now patch. I don't know how Sean got in here. And a little Epic Bearded Ginger patch to put on those. So these are designed to mount under here and be a flip down design. So you can mount stuff here to your Molle. It's got pockets here and here on the big one, and on the little one, same thing. It's got a smaller pocket here. It's got actually a Velcro pouch that comes out. But so they are designed to mount up and then unzip it. They drop down and your stuff doesn't fall out. So I think that's brilliant. The accessories are optional, but we got them all, and I'm super pumped to get this installed. So let's go do it. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and pre-wire my light and my USB hub, because it'll just be easier to do that here on the back of my Gladiator as opposed to once it's mounted up in the Jeep. So I'm just going to keep it simple. They actually include all of the wiring hardware for this. So 25 feet of 3-strand cable. So you got 2 power leads and a ground, which is awesome that they include that. You've got your heat shrink butt connectors here, the mounting screws and stuff. They give you everything but the tools to do it. So we're going to go ahead and get these mounted. Let's see. These go here. And we've got washers and nylock nuts. Tighten those down in just a minute. And then here, where do I want that to flip? I think I want that to go right there. Perfect. And then a 2.5 millimeter hex. And 7 millimeter socket. There we go. All right, just that easy. And then you have a nice clean place to run your wiring and keep it hidden and out of the way. Now, I know mine is going down the driver's side, so I want my wiring to come this way, and then this way, and then out that way. So it's all nice and okay. Well, here is my wiring job. I am good enough at wiring that I will do all my wiring myself. I am not good enough at wiring that I want to put how I wire everything on camera to be critiqued by everyone. So that's it. From the bottom, that looks really clean. That looks really good. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. Now, we'll just go get this in the Jeep. Now, installing this is as easy as removing 1, 2, 3 on a hardtop T20 Torx bits here. And then pulling this down. Just enough to be able to access these larger Torx bits here. Now these are held in place with T40 Torx bits. And this is the same hardware that's going to be used to install the Crow. Now I did, of course, read the instructions and watched Epic's video on this. They recommend pulling this whole thing down. I just don't think that's necessary, since you can just pull it down enough. We'll see. Now, all you do is lay this out. Put that in there. See, it fit. Then just kind of pulling up on the rubber piece here. There we go. Done. Perfect. And then, loosely, to give you some wiggle room, reinstall the factory hardware here. You want to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room to line up the front of it. Okay, there we go. And the front part here, you just want to line it up in this space here. So just tap it over. I think that looks really good. Now, here at the front, they give you two options. You can drill holes in each of these corners and secure it that way. I honestly don't want to mess with that because you got to pull this whole trim piece down here, and it's just kind of just more hassle. Or you can do what I'm about to do and put double-sided tape on this, some good quality double-sided tape. Because once the back is tightened down, this thing's not going to move left and right. So all you're doing is just kind of, securing it to the front here, because this thing is not going to, it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to do the double-sided tape here and take the easy way. I'm going to use my little knife here to keep it from sticking before I'm ready for it to push down. Oops. There. All right, now we'll tighten these up. Then put these back in. 3. Boom. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now let's get it wired. For the wiring, I'm going to just pry this down a little bit and run the wiring under here. Actually, there we go. There. Feed that down through there. Perfect. Then run it under there. And under this corner. And there. Now, running the wire out of the way is actually pretty simple. Just pop out that little rivet there. And I can tuck that back in. Then feed that back there, and I'm just going to take a little pry tool, pry this out, run the wire down there, then down here, then there's a grommet going into the firewall, and then over to the battery. There we go. That is super clean. Then goes out the firewall, which is just under, right here beside the brake booster. It's hard for me to show it on camera. Then I'm going to run the zip tie the wire across the firewall there and connect it to the battery. I'm pretty sure that it is 1,000 degrees here in my garage, and it is time for a t-shirt change. And then I'll get it wired up to the battery. They do have several options. The instructions are for if you have the factory aux switches. So there's actually pigtails down in the passenger floorboard where you can easily tie in there and have ignition only power, full-time power, all those options. I don't have the factory aux switches, so I'm just going straight to the battery for my install. So, all right, the only thing we left to do is to install the Molle pouch, which is easiest to do with the freedom panels off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it here. And I'm gonna use zip ties because this sucker's not coming out. And that'll make my life easier, I think. And I know I kind of want this on this far side. There we go. All right, now I left my knife down. Wait, hold on. There's one right here. Haha. Bingo. All right, let's put the freedom pedals back on. Boom. All right. Dome light. That's awesome. Need something real quick. Boom. Oh, no. There is. I think a flashlight is the perfect thing to go there. Perfect. Let's check that. Charging. Awesome. Wow. Now, I mean, look how tight that fits up in that. I mean, that is perfect. Like it doesn't interfere at all. Man, and still got, I mean, it even fits with my headliner and my patches in there. That's awesome. Well, I think I've lost at least 5 pounds doing this install in this 98-degree heat. It's been brutal, and I've been in the shade. So I did find one other Molle pouch that I forgot we picked up at the Northwest Overland rally. This is called the Ouch pouch, and so it is just a very quick, kind of a boo-boo first aid kit. It's got some medicines, all types of medicines and stuff in there, Band-Aids, sunburn ointment, that sort of stuff. I actually used it because I cut my thumb putting my knife back up here. It's sharp, so I actually used my Ouch pouch. But yeah, got that too. And I think I'm gonna see. I may change this so that it's wired into my switch panel. I've still got one more spot here, and these little blue lights do stay on. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but I may end up wiring this to my switch panel so I can just turn it on and off. But I do like the idea of having USB power on all the time. So yeah, we'll see. But love that map light idea. That's awesome. The links to this are in the description to get it from Epic Adventure Outfitters. Best Molle panel on the market, hands down. They took their time with this. They didn't rush with it. They did a fantastic job. And I love it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Give the video a like, subscribe, all the YouTube love stuff. If you like what we're doing, check out the Patreon link in the description. And for all of our merchandise, not all sweaty, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. See you next time. Bye.